Swiggity sorty, let's get that booty.
Man, what up, y'all? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Slim Cogcast. It is I, Slim Cognito, and boy, it's been an eventful week. I can't wait to tell y'all about everything because guess what? First things and foremost, boy, the community, bro. I'm so happy. If you can hear it in my voice, I am just jovial. I am just astounded and beaming. I'm smiling like a pretty bitch on her birthday morning. I am smiling like a happy little boy on Christmas Eve. I am smiling like a young black man just stepped foot in a cookout he did not know was going down, and he about to get a plate. Let me tell you something. The community came together and they got us a Ryzen 7 3800X CPU. And we got it hooked up. We put everything together literally yesterday. I took out the old, I was so thankful that I have the old screws, and I kept the brackets from my motherboard. So, you know, I was able to install the Wraith Prism cooler, which is different, and man, it's better heatsink pipes and everything. So it's like, it's a marvel of a piece of engineering, I tell you what. And I can't get enough of looking at. It's got the RGB on it as well, which I never expected to get a hold of. Like RGB, it was never really a huge priority because I always built my original build was for function over flashiness. You know what I mean? And it was just all black and grays and silvers and few brass heat pipes, you know. And I'm just like, yo, and here we are. It works so well. If I look at my task manager while my browser is running, everything is like less than 5% usage on the CPU. While with my 2600 that we upgraded from the Ryzen 5 2600, it was like 20, maybe 15 usage on the browser with my tabs open. But if I was playing like a video or a stream, it would jump all the way up to like 30% usage for the browser alone. And OBS would be 30% usage on its own. And when they vary between that 60, they end up, you know, hitting the peak to 80 to 90s, and the CPU would not be able to handle what I'd be doing if I'm streaming and running the OBS while having stuff going in the browser. It was crazy, and it blew my mind that a 6-core couldn't handle that. But right now, everything I've been throwing at this CPU it's just been nothing, just small potatoes. It's just eating it and spitting it out, and I just don't understand how fucking sick that is. It's crazy. I might need to look into my RAM and see about if I could clock it back up and get it to use the full 32, but as it stands, it seems to be just fine. I still got some things to test out because I was kind of multitasking something, so certain games didn't really just act like they should. But that was due to a disk usage. But man, I'm elated, bro. I can't believe it. Yeah, when I turn the lights off in my room, the LEDs of this freaking cooler just looks delicious. I can't. Now I see why people fall for the RGB market. These things, they're hypnotizing. They are. But for the time being, we did not connect the RGB controller cables because that's going to be something down the line, honestly. And it's not that big of a priority right now. Plus, I think there might be a few settings for it built into the BIOS. I'm not sure. But at the moment, it just cycles through the rainbow of colors. And, well, bitch, y'all already know I like rainbows. So, it's going to be alright. But yeah, I'm so happy. But anywho's, I still ain't tested all my games and stuff. I have tested PS3 emulation. It looks pretty damn good. It's way more stable than it was before, but the emulator itself is not, you know, all the way into perfection just yet. But there's certain things that just works flawlessly now. Like, I'm getting no issues out of them. My Apex frame rate is now stable. It doesn't vary like 20 frames at a time, jumping up and down, and I'm just having a ball, bro. It stays over 100 FPS during the drop. Like, and throughout the whole game, it's over 100 FPS. Like, I could probably put it on a I'll probably maybe throttle it down to a 75 refresh rate until you know, maybe we'll have a, I don't know what the limitation at this point. Probably the only bottleneck we'll have is maybe the GPU, but either besides that though, over 100 frames is amazing, and I'm thankful. And now, oh my god, bro, I should be a force to be reckoned with. I should be much better now, and I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited. I'm so anxious. But anywho's, with that out of the way, I don't want to bother y'all with that, bore y'all with that all this time, but I'm just, y'all should see my big old fat cheeks just grinning right now. Not those cheeks, my face. But yeah, man, anything. First thing, what we've been watching this week, boy. Okay, so Attack on Titan's latest episode, bro. Right now, you have the Marlians are working with our heroes from Parodies, and the thing that's going on right now is that they had to do Any of My Enemies My Friend because Eren has gone AWOL and went all crazy, said he wants to take over the entire world and destroy everything that's not Island Parodies. And it's crazy because bruh has literally become full, well, we can't say full Hitler, but you know, he became full regime. And it's crazy because it's turning certain people against each other that they don't even want to be against. Like, even now with Connie and Armin, when they had to lie in order to get the engineers for the plane released, and Connie and Armin had to lie to them and make them think that they were chasing the enemy because two of their people were already dead, and they almost got them. But then there was this one point where what's her face, the head of the race that built the plane, she like retaliated and got him caught in like an arm lock, and suddenly he got loose and told everybody that they were traitors, and they just had to like improvise right then and there, and Connie jumped on him, and it was like his best friend. He was like, bro, did we make the promise that we was gonna go to a great place and we'll be able to eat meat together after we find peace and stop all the fighting and end this war and da da da. And Connie over there crying, bro. I was like, no, because I remember this. Yo, Connie is the realest dude ever, bro. He chose to leave a boy alive rather than save his mama because he knew it wasn't the right thing to do. And then he has the strength, the mental strength to kill his brothers in arms, his friends. That's insane, bro. Connie's the real MVP, and I feel like y'all sleeping on him. Like, my boy just got, he dripping with nothing but soldiers and anguish. He's like the naked snake of this whole thing. It's like, bro, what, war is ugly, but according to them in this past episode, is never ending. And according to the main man himself, my nigga not dead, Levi said that you cannot separate humans from violence. And damn, it's crazy, bro. So yeah, I'm loving this Attack on Titan. But anywho's, another thing that we watched, that I've been watching this week is The Wire. I actually gave it another chance. I jumped right on in. Now, the first few episodes were actually starting to grow on me a little, because I like to see the policemen struggle to get things done, and how, you know, they have their hands tied because the system got to be worked a certain way, and the chain of command fucking them in the ass. And it's all this, you know, posturing about positioning and prestige and people blackballing one another and going behind each other's back and fucking them up on career credibility and shit. And it's crazy. But the dumbest thing, bro, is I feel like those idiot ass cops that decided to go out to that one project just to start talking shit and messing with people for no reason, just because they've been out drinking, like that's so stupid. But if that's real and that's exactly why they do it and how it happened, or you know what I'm saying, a few times before, bruh, like I don't know the reason behind every time that police have, you know, wrongly exacted any type of force upon people. I can't speak for every reason, because we usually don't consider their side of things. But the fact that it happened because these idiots set up and drank a couple Budweisers, canned Budweisers, like come on, fam, make it make sense. You know what I mean? So I'm just up here getting mad at it because I'm like, what the fuck? But at the same time, I'm like, you know, I'm just riding it out, and it ain't too bad. And the old boy pissed me off too. The dude's cousin, nephew, something. He up in here writing a damn letter, letting these people talk him into writing a damn apology letter to a family. Fool, if you don't shut your ass up and get the fuck out that chair when your lawyer get there, bro, what's wrong with you? Why are you even speaking on something that ain't got nothing to do with you? You over here doing too much and know too little. Shut up. Like, I'm just mad at that bad. So it's like, boy, if you don't, if it's any place to bleed your heart, it ain't in front of the police in an interrogation room, boy. You don't shut up, man. You know what they want out of you, bro. Why are you talking at all? You know they'll probably say or do anything to get you to speak or give somebody a boy. If you don't shut the hell up. That's so stupid to me. But either way, I'm sure it's a setup for a greater plot. So I'm gonna be optimistic, y'all. Don't worry. But if I don't laugh at it as I go along, then I'll just end up hating it. So just let me laugh at it, cause I'll be getting me a little bit of cringe. But anyway, next thing, listen. I decided to rewatch Players Club this week. Cause I ain't watched it in forever, bro. When I first watched that movie on a tape, on the it was either DVD or it was a VHS, I can't remember. But when I first watched that movie, I was young, and I wasn't allowed to watch that type of stuff. So, you know what I mean, I just got a glance at it, you know what I mean, one time in passing, I ain't never looked again. And the second time I ever seen it in life was on cable television, because they were showing it on like TBS or something. And, you know, they censored the hell out of it, you know what I'm saying? Even Bernie Mac's best part where he was out there mad as hell, he was just, fuck. That right there took me back. But the whole thing, the whole movie, the point of it is, nigga, that shit was still funny. But it's funny for the wrong reasons now. It's fun when I say the wrong reason, but it's funny for different reasons. The fact that Lisa was sitting there and just letting what's her face just like have her way and all of that, bro, and the fact that was like the big traumatizing thing, and it was making it like it was the most scariest thing ever and all of that. And I'm like, wow, y'all really made the homosexual woman like this big evil taboo thing. Like what? You know what I mean? But it didn't age too well on that plot point. But it's still but it's something worthwhile there, you know what I mean? Because actually it might still be relevant. Nah, wait a minute, let's flip out thinking about this. That might actually bring awareness to how aggressors are not only male. So yeah, and predatory behavior ain't just in the male. So it might have been revolutionary actually. Let me take that back. That movie might be a work of art. Cause ooh wee. But man, listen. I had a good time watching it. It's incredibly silly and some at times over the top, but you appreciate it because it sets the tone. Goddamn dollar bill. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Rest in peace to all those greats that took part. The guy that was playing, he was the bouncer at the door. What was his name? Comedian. Because it was basically the whole cast from Friday reused. Like, once again, like, everybody was in there. Big Worm, you had Ice Cube, like, everybody. Let's see. Lisa Ray, still my favorite, though. Always been a fan. Yeah, well, that was her name, Ronnie. Man, Ronnie, man, ain't no way they did that. but ain't nothing like, all of them were beautiful, though. They did an amazing job acting, man. Man, even Terrence Howard was there, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You could tell that was one of his starting out smaller roles too, cause he ain't said barely 5 words in that whole damn movie, but he made that shit work. They told him to kick somebody, he fell down, and that was all he had to do, and he sold that shit. But yeah, man, John Amos was in there. You had Michael Clark Duncan, the greats. Well, rest in peace, Bernie Mac, though. Man, wait a minute. I just, man, it's just a big ass cast of people, man, and a lot of them are not even with us no more. So R.I.P. to them. Charlie Murphy especially, bro. Just that movie screams small beginnings in black media for me, or at least, you know what I'm saying, simpler times. Like, cause dude, it just got that early 2000s, late 90s ooze all over it. You know what I mean? But anyway, enough about that. But anywho's, let me tell you what we've been playing this week though. This past week we've been taking care of some everything really. So we beat Soma, which is a damn good sci-fi story that actually goes over very well if you know, experience it, you know, in any way that you can, whether you watch it or whether you play it yourself. Is highly recommended. Also, we started A Plague Tale: Innocence after we beat Soma. It is amazing, and I like I say, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. It feels like The Last of Us, but with English children, and it's crazy. And then we got, oh my god, the Elden Ring lately. I'm not gonna talk too much about Plague Tale because ain't a whole lot that's been going on. The only thing we know is that the little boy has some type of sickness in his blood and something unique about him and issues that's going on with him, while the girl is just doing her best to protect him. She's basically Joel and he's Ellie. They gender swapped and aged down both characters, and it works. I don't mind. And they made it unique enough, so you can't really draw a line between the two aside from, like, you know, a biological threat and yeah, just a biological threat and a third person camera over the shoulder. Better cope, but it's better, like, what's the word I'm looking for? The AI controls are much better. Like the very brief but AI commands, super good. Makes it useful to have partners around, you know. Whereas The Last of Us did it more simplified and you just really don't have to control it. But Plague Tale says no, you need to tell your partner to go over here and activate that switch, and this will open up possibilities for much better diverse puzzles. So yeah. But other than that, man, good shit. But yeah, we've been fooling around with a little bit of the Mario Odyssey. We did another world, completed it. It's so seamless and very, very fun. I could just go on autopilot and just have fun doing the jump mechanics and learning some of the advanced shit. And I end up like collecting 20 moons or 22 moons in like 30 minutes or 45 minutes or so. So it's kind of mind blowing how easy it is to get into that game and hard it is to put it down. That's called ingenious game design, and I'm here for it, bro. But aside from that, that's not the Resident Evil 2 I was playing. Anyway, but aside from that, yeah, we just been fooling around and having some good fun, man. I can't can't wait to see how this shit runs. Now that we got this new processor in here, I need to test Elden Ring again. That's what I need to do. But anywho's, yeah, that's what we've been playing this week, and that's what we've been watching this week. So y'all already know what we got to do next. Let's go ahead and jump out into the news. First thing on the docket, GameIndustry.biz. Man, Jeffrey Rousseau, he been writing his ass off, bro. He writes some good ass articles. I've been reading this man's stuff almost every week. I gotta give him props, bro. He's killing it, bro. Hideo Kojima, one of my favorite fathers of video gaming, has received the Minister Education Award for Fine Arts. Death Stranding creators, a second game industry individual, received this award, second to Shigeru Miyamoto in 2010 from the government of Japan's Agency of Cultural Affairs. So the award for fine arts is a historical award given by the Agency of Cultural Affairs every year since 1950 to individuals who have made outstanding achievements in various fields of the arts and who have opened up new frontiers. Basically, yeah, the only second person in the industry to receive such, and I think he received it because of Death Stranding, which is amazing. I still want to play that game badly because I haven't missed almost any of the Kojima games, and I want to go back and play like Police Knots and etc., you know, to get an experience of that. I know it's fully translated, so eventually we'll touch on that when we play a Metal Gear anthology. It's gonna be grand. Oh, I can't wait till we actually do that. But anyway, here's the thing, bro. Hideo Kojima, he's worked very hard for it, and he really deserves it. I won't say he worked for this, but he deserves this award and many more, I had to say, because this guy really did put everything into those games. If you look at every single era that Metal Gear existed, it had revolutionary game design and like just going against the norms of, you know, gaming tropes of its era every single time. If you look at PS1 Metal Gear Solid, it was nothing else like it on the market. And there were some attempts, but Siphon Filter couldn't hold a candle, okay? Let's be honest here. You had Metal Gear Solid 2, revolutionary. Certain things possible in that game that nobody would ever thought to implement or make possible. And he decided to spend the man hours, the time, and the money to do it. And same with Metal Gear 3 and the same with 4, and it was never ending. Hell, 5 was just a fan's swan song to the series that was amazing. And even the PSP titles, like what he pulled off with that, astounding. Like it's great. It's great. I can't get enough of it. If you can't tell, I love Metal Gear, and I really appreciate Kojima and all the things that he's done. Really, he hits it out of the park most of the time. No matter how zany it gets or crazy it gets, his games are amazing, and I love it. It feels like a brainchild every single time you play one of his games, and it feels like some fully realized art or work that you're playing at that time. Next thing on the docket is Steam 2021 year in review. The stats are in, and apparently, boy, in 2021, Steam now has 132 million monthly active players. 132 million, y'all. 69 million daily active players. 27.4 million peak concurrent players. 31.2 million new purchasers. 27% more spending than in 2020, and 21% more playtime than in 2020. All of this shows us one thing for certain, and that is there's more PC players than ever before, and there's more people coming to Steam out of the woodworks. Even if it's just people who want to play Among Us on PC, there you have it. That's millions already right there. They put Apex on Steam. Boom, millions. It's insane. You have no idea. Steam can't be beat. You can't trump them, okay? They've been doing this for too long, and they have mainstay, and at least it's more reliable. Yes, there's bad parts of it, but who in their right mind will go to another place? And the only other option that I'd say is valid right now is probably GOG Galaxy, because some people just like their games straight up in a folder with an executable. So, and that's fine. So yeah, that's the only alternative you could really justify. Epic Game Store is fine, and I appreciate them for the free games per week. Yet, we know that they come with some things you have to deal with. But other than all of that, y'all, let's get it in. Next thing on the docket, GameInformer.com. Apparently, Elden Ring Speedrunner beat the game in under 3 hours without dying. Dude was blasting past everything while on horseback, and the article is linked. Ain't much else to say about it, but this is like, I don't know if this is the best completion time thus far, but it's the most recent one reported. And yeah, so there is a video by a dude over on YouTube named Nico Bellic with the character itself from GTA as his profile picture, and y'all can check that out. It is in the article that is linked in the description. So, next thing on the docket, same website as the last, because Dead Space Remake has been shown with a little teaser. We got a chance to see walking around in an area and killing one of the Necro, and it looks good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The shadows, the lighting, everything, like, there's a world of difference. You can tell there's a clear leap technologically, not as much as our previous leaps in technology from console to console, but it's visually telling. It's obvious enough. And yeah, I feel like this game is going to be amazing. If they were to choose, if they so choose to retcon Dead Space 3, that would be nice. But yeah, 1 and 2 definitely at least deserves some remakes, and this is going to be great. I can't wait to see it fully realized, and want to see more. There's not much else to say. But if you do pay attention, the video footage is on the site itself. You can really see the lighting peering through each object, and the shadows look amazing. The ambient occlusion, all of those little details are present, and Frostbite Engine is chewing it up and spitting it out. Let's hope that it has a consistent great performance when they do release it, and no hiccups. It's a remake, so most of what you have to do on the ground floor is already handled. You should be able to perfect this experience. Anywho's, and the last thing on the docket, Masahiro Sakurai is back to work, but he might not be working on a game. I'm very curious as to what it could be, but I really do think that he deserves to take a break. He's been doing nothing but making Smash Brothers games and Kid Icarus like a workhorse. And the guy has been knocking it out of the park, bro. Like, he really is in his element, and he deserves to take a little break. That being said, can't wait to see more. Now, to go ahead and give you the quote, I guess I could go ahead and give you the quote. He basically said, "I've been away for a while now, but I am working on something. My eyes may be a little tired. You may see me in the near future in a place that has nothing to do with game production. You may or may not be able to see me. I hope to see you again in the future. Thank you very much for your time." So yeah, he's here and he's not here, I guess. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Other than that, that's everything that we got on the docket this week. It ain't been super eventful, but the last thing I wanted to do was go ahead and get a recap for the Sony State of Play, and yeah, basically we'll talk about that, and then we'll sign out of here. Now, the State of Play, I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost missed it. But let's go ahead and get a quick rundown on that. So they showed a Let It Die Deathverse. Is supposed to be a little update to Let It Die. So there's that. We Are OFK. Wait. This is no. My bad. Wrong thing. I'll say that Let It Die was announced a while ago. February State of Play, no. July. Okay, hold up. These are 2021s. I had the year wrong. We well into 2022, and here I am still not remembering that it's 2022. Alright, so anywho's, the basic thing went down like this. There's a Exo Primal game coming from Capcom, which is like a team-based horde shooter online. Think Left 4 Dead meets Dino Crisis, and it just might be amazing. I don't know what it might be, but all in all, bro, this shit looks good. I can't wait to see more of it. It's got me kind of hype. And they got me. They got me. They had that character with that red bob hair and a black leather suit. They made me think that it was her. They got me. But there's a new Ghostwire Tokyo trailer that's been shown. Can't wait to see more of it. It looks like a good, like, anime version of X-Files or something. Or, you know, it just looks great. I can't wait to see more. I'm actually curious now. And then Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. They showed us, you know, they announced a demo, I think, and they showed us, you know, certain cutscenes and whatnot, how the characters meet, and etc. I think. No, that was in the demo. I don't think they showed us in the state of play that, but we do have a new Forspoken trailer that showed a bit of gameplay. I want to see more still. I'm a bit curious as to what the gameplay loop actually is and what the game has you incentivized to do within it. I'm not completely clear on that, but I'd like to see more. Gundam Evolution brings free-to-play FPS action to the PS5 and PS4, which looks grand. I can't believe the details that's in that, but yeah, I actually am tempted to try that out actually. But yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowbunga Collection launches this year. Can't wait, looks beautiful. Giga Bash, Multiplayer Monsters Mayhem. I'll have to take another look at it because I don't remember exactly. It's not really like in the forefront of my mind. Let me think. Giga Bash. Let me take a look at that. It looks interesting enough, but I'm not sure if it. We'll have to see. It seems very reminiscent of War of the Monsters for the PS2. If anybody did play that, shout out to y'all the real ones. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R launches this fall, which is basically going to be All-Star Battle with some updated roster and graphical detail, I suppose, and maybe, you know, taking the story a little further. So we'll just have to see how that turns out. But All-Star Battle, I remember it being mixed, you know, reception, because not everybody really took to it as a fighting game. But there was some tech there, and hopefully they're going to retool it, and it's probably going to be a little better. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, Battle Through Hell and Back and Trek to Yomi. Trek to Yomi does not really. It looks good because it's reminiscent of the classic samurai slashing. You know, basically the old Japanese titles, the old samurai movies, and that's interesting to me. I hope they do something good with that, and if it's reminiscent, that it's going to be something that can at least be engaging enough for new audiences to get into. Returnal Ascension update adds co-op and tower Sisyphus mode. I won't go into detail about that because I haven't even played the base game of Returnal, even though it does look amazing. I would love to play it, but that's we're just gonna have to leave that as is because that tells you everything right there. And the Dino Field Chronicle was announced. Dio Field Chronicle, sorry, I said Dino Field Chronicle, but Dio Field Chronicle seems to be like a tactics advance strategy RPG in a sense. Looks amazing, art style and graphically, but of course that's not my lane in terms of genres. We'll just have to see what happens with it, but it looks nice. And finally we have a Valkyrie Elysium, which is coming to PS5 and PS4, which is announced in the state of play, and it is kind of a character action, like hack and slash action RPG type of feel to it, and I wouldn't mind playing it. Looks great, and I hope to see more. Yeah, I'm convinced. Like, this actually looks good to me. Can't wait. So that's everything that we got on the docket and everything I wanted to talk about. We got all that out of the way. If you heard any noise in the background, then deal with it. Shit happens. And yeah, I'm gonna try my best to clean this up because after we installed the CPU, all of my cables and things and audio were a little out of whack and had to be retuned. But yeah, hopefully I didn't blast your ears out. We're gonna try to do a little noise reduction and get things cleaned up for you. But all of that was not necessary to say. I'm just gonna tell y'all to have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. I hope y'all are blessed, have everything that you would desire come to you, and Always remember the channel motto. Intentions are the most important. Actually, another bladder words don't mean a damn thing. Y'all take care of yourself because it's love, peace, and hair grease. Love your nephew, hug your niece. Y'all know it's Slim, and we out here. Peace. Oh, come on. These fucking rocks, eh? Bit disgust on it, and it's so many movement options. Oh shit. What the fuck? This thing just went back. Whatever. Man, look at you, man. You got me blacking on Twitch, man. I try not to be blacking too much. Some white people be afraid of this. I gotta contain it, bro. We gotta keep this shit under wraps, man. With great blackness come great responsibility. Not even capping. I ain't trying to get nobody to be jacking me. You be yourselves, you know?